Ukraine says it has struck 5 ships carrying illegal cargo in the Sea of Azov and in coastal waters of Russian-occupied territories. The Ukrainian Drone Forces commander said the vessels were involved in stealing Ukrainian grain, as well as transferring military cargo and fuel. The United Nations has doubled its call for aid to Lebanon as it bids to stem a severe and deteriorating humanitarian crisis brought on by 4 months of war with Israel. The UN's humanitarian agency, OCHA, said on Friday that it needs nearly 640 meters over the next 6 months. In March, as the hostilities broke out in response to the United States and Israeli attacks on Iran, the UN had said 308 meters would be needed.
Blackstone-backed data center operator AirTrunk said on Thursday it would invest $30 billion in India by 2030, adding to a wave of commitments from technology and infrastructure groups seeking to expand computing capacity in the country. The Australian company said it would develop 5 gigawatts of new data center capacity in India, one of the largest commitments to the South Asian nation's digital infrastructure sector. AirTrunk entered India earlier this year through the acquisition of Lumina Cloud Infra.
Punjab Safe Cities Authority, PSCA, has decided to introduce a signal-free corridor system for Rescue 1122 ambulances and other emergency vehicles to help reduce response times during emergencies. Under the plan, Rescue 1122 vehicle data will be linked with the Safe Cities network. Officials said traffic signals will automatically switch to green when an ambulance or emergency vehicle approaches an intersection, allowing it to move without delays.
The UAE's annual midday work ban will come into effect on June 15, restricting outdoor work under direct sunlight and in open-air areas during peak afternoon hours. According to the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization, the ban will remain in place until September 15 and will apply daily from 12:30 p.m. to 3 p.m.
FIFA has confirmed that a website error allowed around 60 fans to secure World Cup tickets for free before the tickets were later cancelled. The tickets were incorrectly allocated at no cost because of a previous payment issue during the checkout process. FIFA said the affected fans have now been given the option to repurchase the same tickets at full price.
The federal government has prepared a wide-ranging reform plan to overhaul the governance structure of Islamabad Capital Territory, proposing an elected local government, transfer of administrative powers, and a shift towards a unified smart city model. The plan is aimed at improving service delivery and long-term urban planning in the federal capital, which has expanded far beyond its original role as a planned administrative city.
Teachers at the Federal Urdu University have announced a boycott of classes and examinations. Following a similar protest by faculty members at the University of Karachi, the decision was taken in a joint meeting of the Teachers Association from the Abdul Haq and Gulshan-e-Iqbal campuses in Karachi, where faculty members declared that they would continue the boycott until their demands are met. The family of a Nepali climber who dragged himself off Mount Everest 6 days after being abandoned called for an investigation into rescue efforts. As doctors said on Friday, he is in a stable condition and recovering in hospital. Mountaineer Dawa Sherpa, 57, vanished in bitter conditions on the upper reaches of the world's highest mountain early on May 30.
Forbes released its Iconoclast 50 list on Wednesday, honouring leaders in tech, politics and the media, among other things. Donald Trump is on it, so are South Park's Trey Parker and Matt Stone. There are a number of tech CEOs: Elon Musk, Sundar Pichai, Jensen Huang and Sam Altman. Beyoncé, Bad Bunny, Taylor Swift and The Weeknd also have a place on the list, but there's a detail in the fine print below Swift's name that someone could easily miss at first glance. In the piece, Forbes confirms that the country singer is the wealthiest female musician of all time, with a total net worth of $2 billion.
There is fury in France over the murder of an 11-year-old girl after it emerged the principal suspect was identified several times in the past as a potential child molester. Lahana disappeared after school a week ago in the Gers area of southwest France. A body, presumed to be hers, was found on farmland near the town of Fleurance on Thursday.
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor sublet and generated an income from 3 cottages on his estate in Windsor, England. An independent report into the British royal family's property arrangements revealed Mountbatten Windsor, known as Prince Andrew until his brother King Charles III, stripped him of his titles over his links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, lived at the Royal Lodge in Windsor for more than 20 years.
The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, said it has brokered a localized ceasefire fighting Russia's war on Ukraine around the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant to allow vital repairs. The United Nations Nuclear Agency reported that the ceasefire had taken effect on Friday morning. The safety and security of the Zaporizhzhia plant, the largest nuclear power plant in Europe, has been a chief concern amid Russia's war on Ukraine, which has now run for more than 4 years.
A record 48 teams will contest this summer's World Cup, with 12 groups making up the first stage of the tournament. 12 seeded teams are spread out across the groups, including the 3 host nations and 8 top-ranked countries. The 4 highest-ranked teams, Spain, Argentina, France and England, were placed in separate sections, or quadrants, of a new tennis-style seeded tournament bracket.
The United Nations World Food Programme, WFP, has warned that the ongoing conflict between the United States and Iran is putting millions of people at risk of hunger. In an analysis published on Friday, the WFP said the continuation of the conflict's effect on oil prices has profound implications for global food security.
Shakira and Burna Boy will perform in Mexico City for the first of 3 opening ceremonies at the World Cup. The music stars will perform Die Die, the official song for the tournament, ahead of the opening game between co-host Mexico and South Africa on Thursday. Hamas says it will not hand over its weapons right now, and resisting that the ultimate fate of its military arsenal will be decided following comprehensive discussions with other Palestinian factions. In an exclusive interview with Al Jazeera, Hussam Badran, a member of the Hamas political bureau, offered an inside look into the group's proposed solutions, a side to concept to the stalled negotiations, introducing the concept of a long-term hudna, truce.
Santa Monica Studio has responded to a social media post from Domino's Pizza UK after the pizza chain mocked the newly announced God of War. Lawfee for not featuring Kratos as the main character, Domino's Pizza UK wrote that a God of War game without Kratos was like a pepperoni passion without pepperoni. Santa Monica Studio replied with a brief response saying, "OK, thanks for the feedback, Domino's Pizza corporate account."
Police have registered a case against 2 police officials and 2 other individuals after an under-trial prisoner escaped from Benazir Bhutto Hospital in Rawalpindi. According to the FRR, Sub-Inspector Zahid Iqbal said he and another official were carrying out a routine inspection of prisoners under treatment at the hospital and checking on police personnel assigned to guard them.
A petition has been filed in the Lahore High Court, LHC challenging heavy traffic fines and vehicle taxes imposed in Punjab, arguing that the measures are unconstitutional and adversely affect citizens. The petition was filed by Gumila Fatima through advocate Muhammad Azhar Siddiq. The petitioner contended that traffic police are imposing excessive fines on motorists across the province, which violate constitutional rights. Constitutional rights.
Pakistan has decided not to send its team to the Asian Senior Fencing Championships, which will be held in New Delhi from June 19, despite receiving an invitation from the local organisers, the Press Trust of India, PTI reported. India is hosting the championships for the first time. Fencers from more than 30 countries across Asia and Oceania are expected to compete in the continental event. The Punjab government has decided to add 2,000 electric buses to the province's public transport fleet during the next fiscal year, as part of a major push to modernise public transport, according to proposals prepared by the Transport Department. The overall size of transport-related projects for the upcoming fiscal year has been recommended at more than the plan includes a major increase in electric buses across different cities of the province. Islamabad. Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi on Friday reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to the Shanghai spirit and called for a joint strategy among SEO member states to counter terrorism, organised crime, drug trafficking, cybercrime and terror financing. Naqvi said this at a special meeting of the Ministers of Interior and Public Security of the Shanghai Cooperation Organisation in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan.
Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb on Friday announced a fixed tax rate scheme for small shop owners. The voluntary Asan scheme, aimed at small shops with annual earnings of 200 million, seeks to broaden the tax net by imposing a 1% fixed tax on net income of the business. Shop owners will have to sign up for the scheme via a form available in multiple local languages.
The ex-wife of a nephew of the ruler of Dubai has been taken into custody, authorities have said, as a custody battle over their 3 young daughters deepens. Dubai public prosecution told the BBC that Zainab Javadli was detained following a complaint made by the father of her 3 children, her former husband, Sheikh Sayed bin Maktoum bin Rashid Al Maktoum.
The Punjab government has prepared a plan to establish 2 artificial intelligence AI schools in Lahore at a cost of 81 crore as part of efforts to modernise the education sector. According to official sources, the schools will offer education in artificial intelligence, robotics and advanced information technology to equip students with skills required for the future digital economy.
The Punjab Cabinet has approved the issuance of driving licences to 16-year-olds, allowing them to legally ride motorcycles in the province. Following the Cabinet's approval, the Home Department has sent recommendations to the Law Department for the issuance of a Gazette notification. According to sources, the Law Department is expected to issue the official notification on Monday.
Former Pakistan captain Azhar Ali has congratulated the Pakistan national cricket team on its recent ODI series victory over Australia, while urging the side to stay focused on long-term ICC tournaments. In a post on social media platform X, Azhar praised Pakistan's overall performance in the series and highlighted several encouraging individual and team displays.
The Punjab government has announced 1,400 internship opportunities with Rescue 1122 under the Chief Minister Internship Programme, offering young healthcare professionals practical training in emergency response and public safety services. According to the advertisement, candidates with qualifications in nursing, paramedical sciences or allied health sciences can apply for the internship programme. Applicants must hold a diploma or degree from a recognised board, council or university with at least a 2nd division. A clean-up drive at Rawal Lake on World Environment Day exposed serious pollution concerns after hazardous waste, including discarded syringes, hospital material and large amounts of plastic was found along the shoreline. The campaign was led by the Pakistan Environment Protection Agency in collaboration with Nestle Pakistan and hosted by the Punjab Government Small Dams Department as part of Environment Week activities.